Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of New Year celebrations, because let's face it, who doesn't love a good party to mark a fresh start? Ever wondered who gets the first bragging rights to shout Happy New Year? Or who stretches the celebration to the very last second? Or maybe you're curious about the wild and wonderful ways people around the world ring in the new year? Stay tuned as we explore these questions and more. So, you want to be the first on the planet to wish everyone a Happy New Year? Well, you're in for quite the adventure. This isn't just about setting your alarm clock a few hours early, it's about embarking on a journey that spans the globe. To achieve this feat, you better pack your bags and book a flight to the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This is where your quest begins. Specifically, you'll be heading to the island nation of Kiribati. This remote paradise is your first destination. Nestled in the far reaches of the Pacific, Kiribati is a collection of 33 coral atolls and reef islands straddling the equator. It's a place where time seems to stand still, yet it's the first to welcome the new year. Thanks to its unique location right on the international date line, Kiribati is the first country to greet the new year. Imagine being among the first people on Earth to say, Happy New Year! Picture yourself standing on a pristine beach, the waves gently lapping at your feet, as the first rays of sunlight hit the shore on January 1st. It's a magical experience that few get to witness. That's Kiribati for you. A serene and beautiful place where the new year dawns first. But hold on, the race isn't over yet. Just when you think you've won, there's another contender in this race against time. Just a hop, skip, and a short flight away lies Samoa, another island nation vying for the title of the first to celebrate the new year. Samoa has its own unique charm and traditions. For years, Samoa celebrated New Year's last, but a strategic shift across the international dateline in 2011 put them right up there with Kiribati. This move was more than just a change in time, it was a shift in identity and celebration. Talk about a time zone tango. Samoa's decision to leap forward in time has made it a fascinating place to celebrate the new year. Now let's flip the script and head to the other end of the timeline. If you're looking to squeeze every last drop out of the old year, there are still places where you can do just that. American Samoa and Baker Island are the places to be if you want to hold on to the old year just a little bit longer. These locations offer a unique perspective on time and celebration. American Samoa, a US territory just a stone's throw from Samoa, geographically speaking of course, finds itself celebrating New Year's last. It's a place where the old year lingers just a bit longer. And even further down the timeline is Baker Island, an uninhabited US territory that technically rings in the new year a full day after Kiribati. It's a place where time seems to stretch endlessly. Talk about a New Year's hangover. Whether you're racing to be first or savoring the last moments of the old year, the journey across time zones offers a unique and unforgettable adventure. Now that we've covered the when, let's talk about the how. How do people around the world ring in the new year? The answer is as varied and colorful as the cultures themselves. New Year's celebrations are a kaleidoscope of traditions, each more unique and fascinating than the last. From the bustling streets of major cities to the quiet corners of small villages, the ways in which people celebrate are as diverse as humanity itself. Let's start with a bang, shall we? Fireworks are a universal symbol of celebration, lighting up the skies in a dazzling display of color and sound. Sydney, Australia is famous for its spectacular New Year's Eve fireworks display over the iconic Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge. This event draws millions of spectators, both in person and via broadcasts, making it one of the most watched celebrations globally. Millions gather to watch the sky erupt in a symphony of color and light, a true feast for the senses. The atmosphere is electric, filled with anticipation and joy as people come together to welcome the new year. Speaking of iconic displays, who could forget the Times Square ball drop in New York City? This tradition dates back to 1907 and has become a quintessential part of New Year's Eve in America. The descent of that glittering ball, watched by millions worldwide, has become synonymous with New Year's Eve. As the clock counts down the final seconds, the excitement in the air is palpable, culminating in a collective cheer as the new year begins. But New Year's isn't all about dazzling displays. many cultures have unique traditions that are deeply rooted in their history and beliefs. In Spain, for instance, it's all about the grapes. This tradition, known as Las 12 uvas de la suerte, or the 12 grapes of luck, is believed to bring good fortune for each month of the coming year. As the clock strikes midnight, Spaniards stuff 12 grapes into their mouths, one for each stroke of the clock, for good luck in the coming year. It's a fun and frantic tradition that brings families and friends together in laughter and hope. Talk about a mouthful of good fortune. This tradition is not only a test of dexterity, but also a delightful way to start the year with a bit of humor and joy. Over in Denmark, they like to start the year with a bang, literally. The Danish tradition of smashing plates and glasses against the doors of friends and family is believed to ward off bad spirits and bring good luck. Danes celebrate by throwing old plates and glasses against the doors of friends and family for good luck. The more broken dishes you find on your doorstep, the more friends you have, and the luckier you are believed to be. It's a noisy tradition, but hey, who doesn't love a little catharsis to ring in the new year? The sound of breaking plates is both exhilarating and symbolic, representing the shattering of the old to make way for the new. And then there's Brazil, where the new year is all about honoring Yemanja, the goddess of the sea. This beautiful tradition is a blend of African, indigenous, and Portuguese influences, reflecting Brazil's rich cultural tapestry. People dressed in white gather on beaches to offer flowers and gifts to the ocean, praying for good fortune and protection in the year ahead. The sight of thousands of people in white, illuminated by candlelight, is truly magical. From fireworks and feasts to grapes and good luck rituals, New Year's celebrations are a testament to the diversity and creativity of human culture. Each tradition, no matter how big or small, carries with it the hopes and dreams of those who celebrate. It's a time to reflect on the past, embrace the present, and look forward to the future, all while surrounded by loved ones and a whole lot of fun. No matter where you are in the world, the spirit of New Year's is universal, a celebration of life, love, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Chapter 3. The Gregorian calendar, a new year, a new time. So how did we get to this globally synchronized celebration of the new year? It's a fascinating journey through time, culture, and human ingenuity. Well, it all boils down to calendars, specifically the Gregorian calendar. This calendar, which we use today, is the result of centuries of observation and adjustment. Before the Gregorian calendar graced our walls, the world marched to the beat of a different timekeeping system, the Julian calendar. This calendar was a significant advancement in its time, providing a more consistent way to track the passage of days and seasons. Established by Julius Caesar in 45 BCE, the Julian calendar was a revolutionary step forward. It introduced the concept of a leap year, which helped to align the calendar year with the solar year. The Julian calendar served humanity well for centuries, guiding agricultural practices, religious observances, and daily life. However, it wasn't perfect, but there was a tiny problem, a slight miscalculation in the length of a solar year. This error was small, just 11 minutes and 14 seconds, but over centuries it added up. This slight miscalculation in the length of a solar year caused the calendar to drift gradually out of sync with the Earth's actual orbit. This meant that the dates of important events, like the equinoxes and solstices, slowly shifted over time. This discrepancy, though seemingly insignificant, added up over time, causing the Julian calendar to drift out of sync with the Earth's actual orbit. By the 16th century, this drift had become impossible to ignore. The misalignment affected not just the seasons, but also the dates of religious holidays, which were crucial to the social and spiritual life of the time. By the 16th century, this drift had become impossible to ignore, causing discrepancies in the dates of religious holidays, particularly Easter. The celebration of Easter, which is based on the vernal equinox, was drifting further away from its intended date. This was a significant issue for the Church, as Easter is the most important feast in the Christian calendar. The need for a more accurate calendar became increasingly urgent. Enter Pope Gregory XIII, a man on a mission to fix this chronological chaos. He recognized the need for a more accurate system and took decisive action. Pope Gregory XIII, with the help of his astronomers and scholars, devised a new calendar system. In 1582, he introduced the Gregorian calendar, a revised version of the Julian calendar that corrected the leap year calculation. In 1582, he introduced the Gregorian calendar, a revised version of the Julian calendar that corrected the leap year calculation and brought the calendar back in line with the Earth's revolutions. The new calendar adjusted the leap year rule, making it more accurate. Instead of adding a leap day every 4 years, the Gregorian calendar skips 3 leap days every 400 years. This adjustment brought the calendar back in line with the Earth's revolutions, ensuring that the dates of the equinoxes and solstices remained consistent over time. But adopting a new calendar wasn't as simple as hitting a cosmic reset button. The transition was gradual, with different countries adopting the Gregorian calendar at different times. This led to a period of confusion and adjustment. Different countries adopted the Gregorian calendar at different times. Some embraced the change swiftly, while others clung to the familiar rhythms of the Julian calendar for centuries. This gradual adoption led to some interesting historical quirks. Some embraced the change swiftly, while others clung to the familiar rhythms of the Julian calendar for centuries. This gradual adoption led to some interesting historical quirks. Imagine celebrating Christmas in January or having your birthday fall on a different date depending on where you lived. These quirks were a result of the overlapping use of the Julian and Gregorian calendars. This gradual adoption led to some interesting historical quirks. Imagine celebrating Christmas in January or having your birthday fall on a different date, depending on where you lived. Imagine celebrating Christmas in January or having your birthday fall on a different date, depending on where you lived. These quirks were a result of the overlapping use of the Julian and Gregorian calendars. Today, the Gregorian calendar reigns supreme, a testament to Pope Gregory's legacy and the human desire for order in a sometimes chaotic universe. It is the invisible framework upon which we hang our New Year's celebrations. Today, the Gregorian calendar reigns supreme, a testament to Pope Gregory's legacy and the human desire for order in a sometimes chaotic universe. It's the invisible framework upon which we hang our New Year's celebrations. A reminder that even time itself is subject to human ingenuity and the occasional cosmic correction, and the human desire for order in a sometimes chaotic universe. It's the invisible framework upon which we hang our New Year's celebrations, a reminder that even time itself is subject to human ingenuity and the occasional cosmic correction. It's the invisible framework upon which we hang our New Year's celebrations, a reminder that even time itself is subject to human ingenuity and the occasional cosmic correction. A reminder that even time itself is subject to human ingenuity and the occasional cosmic correction. As we celebrate the new year, we are also celebrating the triumph of human innovation and our ability to adapt and improve our understanding of the world around us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. From the first sunrise in Kiribati to the last hurrah in Baker Island, New Year's Eve is a global tapestry of traditions, a testament to our shared humanity and our unique cultural expressions. Share your New Year traditions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.